Hello and welcome to another episode of the Confident Musician Show. You are tuning into 5 pro tips on how to write songs that stand out. My name is Brett Cusack, aka Mega Love, and I am a musician and mindset coach for musicians. And at the Confident Musician, we help musicians to overcome self-doubt and overwhelm and create more confidence than you ever thought possible so you can make music and make a difference. Alrighty, let's jump in. 5 pro tips on how to write songs that stand out. Tip number 1 is to master your craft. Taylor Swift had written 150 songs by the time she was 18 years old. So check it out. It's in her documentary. So it's clear that that was very, very important to her. And the process of writing songs is not like I wrote a song, it's amazing. It's actually about developing your craft. So continue to develop your skills, read books, watch tutorials, attend workshops, get lessons, and making sure that you're continuously growing and developing and checking to see whether your songs are actually good in the real world, not just in your head. So you've got to continue to master your craft. There is always more to learn. Tip number 2 is to collaborate with others. It's so important to leverage the skills of other people that are better than you. So I am pretty good at making instrumentals and playing the guitar, and I'm pretty good at singing now. But I wouldn't say that I'm the best melody writer or the best lyricist. So working with somebody else that fills those gaps for me is so important for creating the best songs that I can. So it's very rare that you'll see that popular songs these days are written by only one person. So if you check out the top 10 songs on Spotify's most played, you'll see that most of them, all of them are collaborations, and most of them have 5+ writers and producers. And that's not necessarily including the mix engineer and the mastering engineer. The one that has the minimum is the Tones and I song Dance Monkey, which has Tones and I, the producer, who I'm pretty sure mixed it as well. And then I assume that there was a third person, a mastering engineer. So every song in that top 10 list has 3 or more people, some with more than 6 or 7. So check them out. Collaboration is the key. There's very rare that I'll be thinking about writing a song on my own these days if I want it to be the best it can be. Tip number 3 is to understand commerce. You've got to understand the music business. It's not enough to have great quality songs anymore. You've got to learn about social media, marketing, community building, merchandising, your target audience, etc. So making sure that you're understanding, once you've got great music, that you've got to then get it out into the world, and who are you getting it out to? Who is your target audience, and where are they currently existing in the world, and how can you get involved in those communities and share what it is that you do? So with every music business, it's very unique to the artist and then also to the target audience. So there is some trial and error in actually getting out there and seeing what works and testing it out there in the real world. So once you've got great songs, now you got to learn how to get them out there in the world. Tip number 4 is to have a clear calling or why. So whatever it is that you choose to do, it is going to get tough. So making sure you've got a big picture, a reason and a calling that is bigger than all of the challenges you're going to face. And if you look at all of your favorite artists, there's probably some reason or some really important drive to get to where they want to go. So what is yours? And with my coaching clients, I always check in to see what were those key moments, those key turning points in your life that really shaped who you are. And what was it that got you into music? And generally, that's the feeling that we want to create for other people. So for me, hearing the music of Deftones when I was about 12 or 13 years old, and hearing this song called Root, and my whole body just going, oh, wow, what is that sound? And just being like so empowered and inspired. I was like, wow, I really want to do that for other people. So when the going gets tough for me, I'm always checking in with that big purpose. So what is it that you're going to do? What is your intention? What is it you're going to do in pursuit of that goal? And what would you love to receive in return for that loving service that you're going to put out in the world? So making sure that you understand what financially you'd love to receive, or what social contacts would you love to receive. What do you want to get out of this? Making sure that what you're giving is in fair exchange with what you would love to receive. And tip number 5 is to get a coach or a mentor to help you bridge that gap quicker. Whenever I'm struggling with something, finding somebody else that can help me do it, that has already done it. I've had some amazing mentors that I speak to that are making full-time careers out of the original music. So making sure that you're learning from people that are further ahead than you, and invest in your education, because when you invest in your education, you feel more valuable. So therefore, you're probably more likely to attract people that are willing to pay you. But it's got to start from you. All right. That is why I've created my latest course, which is called Happiness and Confidence Secrets for Musicians. Inside there's a 1-hour video that goes into the 5 C's, which I've just explained, but in more detail, called How to Write Songs That Stand Out, How to Master Time Management for Musicians, and How to Avoid Procrastination and Avoid Overwhelm. So you can get a link to that on the link. You can get a copy of that or access to that on the link below this video. Alrighty, let's go into our TLDR, our 5 tips, and recap them. Tip number 1 is to master your craft. Taylor Swift had written 150 songs by the time she was 18. So if you want to get good, you got to produce and practice the art of finishing music and getting it out there in the world, and learn from that experience. Tip number 2 is to collaborate with others and find other people that you enjoy spending time with, and leverage their skills and learn how to do the people stuff, and then actually, have people that you really connect with and resonate with, and learn and grow together. So tip 2 is to find collaborators that you love to work with. Tip number 3 is the commerce. Understanding the music business. It's not enough to have great music. You've got to understand social media marketing, community building, merchandising, target audiences, and all the things that go into getting your really cool music out into the world. Tip number 4 is to have a clear calling or why. What is the purpose? What is the driving force behind what it is that you're making music? And generally, it's probably got to do with how music changed your life, so that you're always coming back to that when things get tough, because they are going to get tough. And tip number 5 is to get a coach or a mentor to help you along that journey. And if you are curious about maybe getting me as your coach or mentor to help you along that journey, I would love to have a conversation with you about what your challenges are and what you would love to get out of our sessions and where you want to be able to go. So you can book a quick 15-minute Q&A with me on the link below this video in the description. All right, thank you so much for watching. If you know somebody else who wants to be able to write songs that stand out, please tag them in this video or send it to them in a DM. And also, if you found something useful, valuable, or interesting, chuck it in the comments so I can understand what it is that you found useful and interesting, so that I can make these videos even better for the next videos. The content better for the next videos. My name is Brett Cusack, aka Megalove, and I am a confidence coach and musician. And thank you so much for watching. And until next time, I'll see you on the next video. And have fun, make music, make a difference. Catch you later. Bye-bye.